San Warren, what is going on, man?
Dad.
Hey, listen, this one here, you know what? We're going to talk about something that I really do believe that is not being talked about by a lot of different people, And it doesn't matter what business that you're in, okay? If you're in a home-based business, you need to have this discussion. You really, truly do. And Sam Warren, how do you feel about talking about retailing? You know, what makes the business?
Retail. Look, that's the lifeblood of the business.
You know
that's
what?
the foundation right there. People, it's a lost art, man, especially when you're working a pyramid scheme.
Yes. You know, because you know the thing is that we spend, okay, and it's not just intentionally. It's really what we've been taught. We focus so much on spending time. I've got to find a distributor. Right? But Sam Warren, what's the breakdown? What if you're going to have a business, and you can go ahead and I'll let you talk. If you're going to have a business, what really should you be doing?
I mean, it's an 80-20. You should be spending 80% of your time getting the product out there, educating people on the product, and then the other 20%, like I said, working on your distributors, working with them. Because one thing about people is people fail, they give up. But you know what? That retail gives you that energy, that success. And see, you want to have more success in your business. When you're going through the fire and things start to weigh on you, then you know what you get sets in your mind? This thing ain't working and I'm going to quit. But when you get that gratification in your hand and you can pay some bills, because that's what we doing this for, Sid.
Paying bills.
Pay the bills.
You gotta pay some bills.
Pay some bills. That's right. And if you can pay a car payment, if you can pay daycare, if you can pay the light bill, if you can pay. And then look, I went out here today and I put in some work and I did an honest day, exchange. And then I had this money to go ahead and take care of that. That right there is going to sustain you over the period, because this is not a race. This is a marathon.
It's a marathon.
You got to survive. It's a 3 to 5 year. If it's a business, a real business, it's going to take 2 to 3 to 5 years to establish yourself. So along the way, this is what retail, like I said, most people don't understand. With these other businesses out here, there's no exchange of product. And you know what that is, Sid.
Yeah. I know.
Product, especially when it's not outside of the distributorship. So we have to retail. We do.
But you know what, Sam Warren, here's the thing that people are kind of missing here. And we understand the money side of things, right, folks? We understand the money side of things. What people are missing is the respect side of things. When you're out here and you're pushing yourself and you're trying to make things happen, you might be dating somebody or with a spouse or with your family, and they're not supportive of you, right? But I'll tell you what. You go out there and you're exchanging your product. You're giving out samples, right? You're giving out samples, maybe making a few bucks from giving out samples. You come back home and you've made $50 to $100, right? There's going to be some respect that's going to come from your family members, those that are close to you. They're going to see, hey, the effort that you put came back as a result that you're able to share with them, right? So now all of a sudden you got something to cling on. You got something to cling on, because I'm telling you what, the next thing that happens, we're going to talk about this, is that when you start getting things going and you're really doing the right thing, you're concentrating on the 80%, which is retailing, then all of a sudden everybody around you wants to do what you're doing.
Yep. That's one of the small things that we're missing. And we look at all this elaborate stuff and building our business and really going out here and growing our network. But you know what? That's one small component that we're missing. Said we can't control people. We can't control people at all. But one thing you can control is your money and your sales, and that's why you're in control. And all that other stuff, you're not in control. You can bring them in, and they might not even do nothing. But one thing, if you have that product and that product has value, you can get it out here to the industry, to your customer base. And it's going to continue to be used and reordered. And then now you're jumping into what? Residual income. And that's what we're here for, residual income.
Yep. That's the main thing, you know. Now here's another point, folks. Okay, now we're talking about retailing. Okay, do you know how to retail? Do
Do
you
you
know what
know?
we're talking about?
Do
Right?
you
That-
know?
right. Do you know? Now, folks, I want to bring something up to you. If you're in a business, okay, that every month you're gonna get product, okay, you're gonna get some products. If you're using the product that's good, but the leftover that you have, guess what? That's what you're going to use to get that product out the door. That's what you're going to share with somebody. It's either you're going to give it, or in our case, what we like to do is we like to go ahead and create our own samples, right? If you're in a business that you can create your own samples and then you can sell it at a lesser amount for somebody to try it out, that's money coming in. And that money then can turn into a full-fledged order, right? That's how you start to retail. That's what you're doing. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot of rocket science to understand this concept. It's really, I've got a product. This is why you want to use it. This is why I use it. Okay. This is why you want to take a few dollars here to try it out for yourself. Can you do
Right.
that? Is something, you know, that's what you want to do. You don't want to go and make it a big thing. You know, if the person says, well, you know, do I need to spend any money? Well, do you have a need for this? Because this is what it's doing for me. Notice how I said this is what it's doing for me, right? That's
Right.
because I'm taking the product. I've got to have something that I believe in, right? Right, Sandworm? We got to have something.
Right. You gotta have faith. You gotta have belief. Your belief is what's going to get you through those tough times, said. And the one reason why I keep saying that is it's going to be rainy days in your business. There's going to be rainy days, but like I said, with that retail, it creates that energy, that bright sunshine that's shining on your business. You say, you know what? Even though I didn't get a bunch of distributors in, I did earn some money. Here it is. Here it is. But one thing is, if you made a few sales, there's no way possible that somewhere in those sales you're going to end up with a distributor. And
Right.
then if you got a few distributors in, guess what? Now, somewhere, somehow, you're going to end up those distributors leading you to different customers because their customers are your customers. And now
Yeah.
you're still doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're building that customer base, which is going to pay you that long-term money. And that's the whole magic of the sauce. But it all, like I said from the beginning, it starts from that foundation. You
Mhm.
know, before we can get a whole bunch of people in, we can easily go out here and, like you said, take some samples because we got to get people to use the product. And it's the best way to do it is before they have belief in what you're doing and what you're selling, they have to try it for themselves. And you break it down to where they can easily obtain it, not spending the whole full price, but just to get a little taste of
Right.
what you're offering. And we know that if a little taste can go a long way. A long way. They calling you up and saying, hey, I need to get. Look, I had a energy drink product, and I had a lady come over, a photographer, and she was a nurse, and I knew that they get beat down on their job, and they need energy, they need clarity, they need focus. And I had something that, guess what? It will do that. But me talking about it wasn't enough. What I had to do is I had to sample it out. And did you know, said that sample led me to another customer because she went and told somebody else about it and what it did for her. So that's another thing. That retailing is going to get you in places because now you got other people over here talking about what is that stuff you're using? What is that? Where'd you get that at? Blah blah blah. So matter of fact, that's basically another distributor working for you. Your customer can be a distributor and not even be in your business, but be in your customer.
Exactly. You know, and I think that you just kind of nailed it. You know, you kind of nailed it. See, I'm getting excited. I'm starting to stutter. You got me excited here, but you nailed it, Sandworm. Because the thing is that you're paid for one thing. That is getting a product, introducing it to somebody, solving an issue so that they can get benefit from the product. 80% of your time should be doing that. 20% of the time should be, hey, you ever think about starting a home business, right? You know, that's 20% of the time. 80%, that's where most of your money's coming from, the 80%. So,
Right.
Sam Warren, you listen, I don't want to be on here too long. I'm going to make this one
Oh
short.
man, I think we got the point out. Like I said, this is a simple tip, simple fact, something that if you're not doing in your business and you're leaving it on the table and you're just seeking just recruitment, then you're one-sided, and you don't want to be one-sided in this industry. Not only that, from a legal point of view, you want that product that sells out there is what makes our direct sale a legal business, and we want to stay in those perimeters. We don't want to just be distributors warehousing stuff and then buying it, and it's stacking up in the back, and we never really have any real use. We just passing around money between us and the company. Then that we're not in compliance. So we want to go out here, and not only that, says, like I said, the energy that comes, the gratification, that you're moving in the right direction, that sustainability. Because look, if you ain't getting a little cheddar, you ain't feeling better. You want to leave, you want to quit. So look, if you're not having success in your business, then that means you need to find you some more customers, get out here and do some exchanging of this product, and then you'll see your business grow. So say it, two ordinary guys, Sam Warren Nix, next level entrepreneur. Hey, my main man, Cedric Rogers over here. If we don't see you at the top, we'll see you from the top. You guys be blessed.
I'll see you.